Hello and welcome to the NCCR Podcast. My name is Devenda Smith, alongside the very talented Miss
Kim Matson.
Kim. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for holding down the fort, lady. You did pretty good.
Well, you know, taught by the master.
Oh.
So here we go.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I know.
So, Kim.
Yeah.
What snacks do we have for today?
Today we have a lovely little international flair. It's a Tuscan crisp.
Ooh, international.
Yeah.
I love international crackers.
A global cracker, if you will.
Global, okay.
Mm-hmm.
A little Parmesan, a little garlic.
A little spice in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite tasty. And then, of course, the 100 grand bar because...
Our podcast is worth 100 grand.
Exactly.
I hear you, Kim.
Yes, exactly. That's how we pay ourselves. So.
Well, folks, if you haven't heard by now, we have this thing called the happening. It's coming up here soon. So if you want to get involved with that, I know they need candy.
Yes.
They need lots of candy.
They're stuffing 4,000 eggs.
I
say they.
4,000.
Because I haven't volunteered to do that yet, but I will. I'll load a couple.
So
100.
You out there can join Kim and the rest of Pastor Ryan's crew and come on in and help stuff some eggs for the happening.
Yep. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. We had a good time last year.
Oh, and a food truck's going to be there, too. It's barbecue, isn't it, this time? Last year it was the cheese guy, which was amazing.
Yes, it was.
But I believe it's barbecue this year.
So, hey, come on out, support the happening, grab us a bite to eat, have the kids run around, find eggs and prizes. It's all for a happening good time. You like that?
I like that. Totally unscripted.
All right, Kim. Let's dive into Sunday's message. What do you think about that?
Well, I wonder, when you drove here today, did you really think about how you were going to get here? Or did you just kind of get in your car and start driving and next thing you know, you're in the parking lot?
Well, pretty much muscle memory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So autopilot.
Yeah. Jump in.
I mean, sometimes I've driven quite a distance and thought, oh, I'm here already. So I was paying attention, but clearly not 100% of the time.
She was in Kimmy world.
Well, so autopilot versus being attentive and being in the moment and paying attention, right?
Yeah.
So I think that, the story this week was how Peter and John, every day they're going to the temple, sometimes 2-3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And they, walk past this man who's been lame since birth and, just start paying attention.
Yeah.
Until the one day.
That one day, it only take one time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how Pastor Steve broke down the difference between John and Paul. I mean, not Paul, but Peter.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like night and day.
What?
Oh, what?
What?
You had the fiery Peter and the calming, peaceful John.
Which one are...
I think we're both a little Peter. And a little John.
And a little John.
Little John. But what would
you
say, 80-20?
Yeah. Ish.
No. We've got a lot of John in us.
Yeah.
But I think I like how he broke them down and, showing the difference, how you can be fiery and peaceful and still get the gospel out.
Right.
Still show love.
Right. Right.
And like you said, be attentive. The
right.
whole time, like three times a day you're going in for prayer and the man sitting there begging, not being paid attention to. He wasn't being observant. The only thing he wanted was a quick fix.
Right.
But what he really, really needed.
Right. Yeah.
He got.
And Holy Spirit at work, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's the, we talked about that in previous podcasts, it's not your time, it's the Holy Spirit's time. But our responsibility in that is to be ready. And aware and looking for those opportunities. We don't have to create them. but we do have to, when they're presented to us, act on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just move as the Holy Spirit move. And I just love how, being fishermen at that time, they didn't make a lot of money.
Right.
And so it's very profound how he would just say, hey, I don't have this, but what I do have,
yes,
I'm willing to give.
And boldly.
Yes.
You know,
hey,
without a hesitation.
Without a hesitation.
Right.
Like, hey, what I do have, I'm willing to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that was just like,
yeah, it's a great story for sure. Sorry. So, serving others is what followers of Jesus are called to do, and looking for opportunities is what God's role in that is for us.
Yeah.
And I think if we just go forward daily, and again, we've also talked about how difficult that can be, because we do get on autopilot. I got to go to the grocery store. I know which aisle I'm going to start on. I got to plan, right? But if that gets in the way of me hearing what the Holy Spirit's asking me to do or telling me to do, that's something I need to address within myself and be more open to, and understand that those opportunities are all around me.
Yes.
Steve talked about too, the miracles. That was clearly a miracle performed, and the Bible's full of those stories of miracles that have been performed. And do we see miracles now in our time?
Or do we believe that they still happen?
Yeah.
That struck me too. Like, hey, because if we say God doesn't change, he's the same back 2,000 years, even before then, and he's the same now.
Right.
Then what changed?
Right. Who moved?
It's like he didn't move, right? So it had to be us. We're the one that's moving.
Yep.
And our faith, do we really have it? Do we really, really have faith like we claim we do?
Well, it's got to be an action word, right? You can't just, oh, sure, I have faith. I believe. I do all of these things because I'm a good, solid Christian. But if it's not played out in your workaday life, and you switch off the autopilot, then you're not really being led by the Holy Spirit. You're still thinking you're in charge. And we all know how that turns out.
Yes. I love our online audience. And one of the members on the forum, he threw out a question. And it was pretty good when but Pastor Steve was talking about, the window. And what window are we showing Christ in? And the online guy said, if we are windows that people see Jesus through, are we a single pane, a double pane, or tinted window?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I was like, ooh. I said, I got to put that in there.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should be, no glass at all.
Ooh. Okay. No glass at all.
No glass at all.
Oh, man.
Well, and I think, that ability for humans to underestimate what God can do.
Yeah.
Because we are, again, like we've spoken about, super comfortable in our lives by and large. And, we don't feel some of those pains that some of the folks that we drive by on the street or just see that look unhappy. I mean, you just see people all around you that possibly could use a little uplifting. And, how do you approach that? I mean, you can't always, again, you have timing's everything.
Yes.
But we do have to be open to it and listening for that.
You definitely have to be open to that.
little whisper in our ear.
You definitely have to be in tune with the Spirit, because I think a lot of us don't want to see people in despair.
Right.
But at the same time, I think today people don't want to be taken advantage of and even possibly harmed.
Right.
So the key is to listen to the Spirit.
Right.
Because it's not going to put you in danger.
Right.
Right. Versus you going out, I'm going to be super Christian today.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that in itself has its own little set of issues. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be super Christian today.
It's a me thing and not a God thing.
It is. Yeah, you should be super Christian as much as possible every day.
All day, every day, right?
Not just Tuesdays or Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Kim. What question do you want to leave with the audience?
Well, how many opportunities has the Holy Spirit presented to you to meet somebody or to share the word with somebody that you've just missed because you're not paying attention?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, again, it's easy to see things that are behind us, right? I mean, there's such clarity in hindsight.
Yes.
And I think that if we approach the day in the opposite direction, I'm going to be open to those opportunities and be more aware. We'll probably have fewer of those when we look back because we're paying attention. And that just being in the moment is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So pay attention to that drive.
Pay attention.
And don't just like put it
no
on
autopilot.
Okay, that wraps up the podcast for today. And I apologize if you heard a little buzzing. That was my phone. And,
I turned mine off.
Yeah, so
I'm a professional.
Note to self, follow Kim and turn mine.
I'm a professional phone turner offer.
My name is Devander Smith alongside Miss Kim Matson. And we will see you again next week on NCCR. God bless.